absentee parents. Now, absentee parents are parents who work all the time. And this is dangerous for kids because the kids can feel they're abandoned, especially if they're very, very young, 3, 4-year-old, maybe younger, when the parent goes to work, because one day the parent's there and then they're not. And the kids can feel like they're abandoned. The child may understand the parent's going to work to earn money, they can still feel abandoned. Then you've got unaffectionate parents, and particularly some fathers. And that's damaging for kids, because kids are born to get loving from dad. And if dad's not there, parents are divorced, or dad has rejection demons. And they want to love someone, but they just can't. They just can't express it right. They may have the feelings, but they can't say it. They can't say to the son or daughter, I love you. And it tears up the kids. It can ruin them for life. In a child's mind and their emotions, the father, dad is massive. And it's like, my dad. A son's always proud of his dad. My dad knows more about that than your dad does, even if they don't. It's always the same. And a loving father is priceless. So priceless for a child, both emotionally and spiritually, when a father shows them love. And if a father can't do that, because as children, the father was beaten, abused, and they have rejection demons themselves, they may want to do it, they just cannot do it. The rejection demon says, don't hug him, be hard on him, go on, he needs discipline, go on, make a man of him. But discipline without love messes up the child for life. Again, the rejection demon enters, and years later, the child may well end up in prison. And as I keep saying, I emphasize, these things know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They've been watching human beings for thousands of years, and they know how our minds work better than we do. Plus, you've got the familiar spirits, which we've already looked at, and they come down the family line, and they tell the rejection, fear spirit, all about you, and that demon then knows how to work on you. It's a clever setup they've got. So, has anybody got any thoughts or opinions on this?
I definitely think I got one out, that in me.
Well, you've got or did have.
Still got it, I think. Fear of rejection.
They can also mind, if they're gone, they can also put the thoughts in your mind. So I'll have a chat with you about later, right?
My father was in the army, so he was gone quite often.
Yes, possible, yeah. Maybe we'll have a chat about later, right? Because you're going to talk with personal things on camera, isn't it? Right, there's also verbal abuse. And that can be really, really bad for a child. The rejection demon jumps straight at them, screaming at the kid, yelling at them, barking orders at them, get over there, type of thing, and overreacting to their failures. They might have bad marks in school, and they might not be academically bright. They could be good with their hands, maybe. And because their grades aren't so good, the parents shout to them, come on, don't be so lazy, what's the matter with you? Well, that's not going to help. But these spirits are standing there, waiting for the parent, maybe pushing the parent to do it. And then they move in for the kill. There's my moment. Oof, that's it, I'm in. So both children and adults believe what the past tells them. You can't do anything right, you stupid idiot. I wish you weren't ever born. You never amount to anything. And then if you're brought up to believe that, it's going to be in there. It's a lie. It's only the truth of God can set you free.
Yes.
Counsellors, psychologists will do their best, but they're so limited to what they can actually do. It's only God can set you free. It's only His truth. And when a kid has been abused, mistreated that way, it's not their fault. They've done nothing. They're not at fault for that. How can a kid be at blame, be at fault, if his grades are low? If he's given it his best shot, and he's working hard, doing his homework, studying the work during the year, revising hard, and he gets poor grades, well, it's not the kid's fault. To me, I would then say, come here, you did your best, don't worry, come on, let's see where you're going wrong, let's work on it together. Encouragement, support, not idiot. And before you reach the age of accountability, as I've said before, your sin isn't imputed to you. And which means that because you're not completely, you don't understand right from wrong sufficiently, it's not added to your account then. But nobody knows the age because it depends on the individual and is arrived at individually, because everyone matures at a different rate. Everybody's level of understanding is different. Your conscience matures at a different rate to other people. So somebody might do something and think, oh no, it's all right. But somebody then same age or even younger might say, no, not doing that. There's no need to, that's wrong, that's out of order. And when your conscience matures, you morally know the difference between right and wrong. It's at that moment when you understand the difference between right and wrong that you become accountable. And in one sense, I'm not sure if I agree with this, but I put this in anyway, because it was in the research I did. The author said that it might be better to die before that age if you're not going to get saved than die after that age, so you'll go to heaven. But that's a bit controversial for my liking. No, I would incline to say, no. Because nobody knows if you're going to get saved or not ultimately. Only God knows. And it's not up to anyone else to say that. And God can change things quite easily. So, like I said, I like to include things because people can decide then if they believe it or not. And this is something that I think, about. Now, when you were born into sin. And you committed your first accountable sin when you reached the age of accountability. And from that moment on, the sins are recorded in heaven. And everybody is being kept track of. And everything you say and do is written down. And everybody will give an account of himself to God. Doesn't matter if it's Hitler, Stalin, or regular sinner, you will be judged. And God keeps a record of everything that's done from birth until death. Of course, when you get saved, your sins are washed away. And all records of everything you've done are just wiped out. It's as if you've never done it. And in fact, God wipes it from his memory that you've done it. So if somebody said, but he did that, God would say, I don't remember that. And he's not lying, he can't lie, he's God. He just wipes it away. And then, as far as he's concerned, you didn't do it. Anybody got any thoughts on this?
Very good. Enjoying this.
Right, we've got 10 minutes left. So we're going to have to do one more topic maybe. So anybody want to carry on or do you want to stop?
Right, so, okay, covered a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff today. Do you think we should pray about it now?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And pray some renunciation or whatever you've got there.
Yeah, well I haven't got anything like that written down here, but
Yeah.
we can, if we go off camera, we can
Yes, yeah.
we can go through renunciations now.
Yeah, okay. So that we might be set free if we've got a problem with any of those
Yeah.